let's see here. Yeah, I woke up this morning and our lights went out. They flickered for a minute and then came back on. It was quite strange. Big blue skies. All right, here we go. All right. So let's rock and roll. As always, I'm going to put this on mute, but if you start to not be able to hear me, for instance, if the lights go out here and I lose some sort of service, just come running forward and let me know. But otherwise, let's rock and roll. All right. So clear yourself a little bit of space here, and let's get rocking with that warm-up. So we're just going to start with jumping jacks. Since we are hitting total body this morning, you really just sort of want to make sure the whole body's awake, ready to go, and just start to sort of exaggerate these warm-ups, right? So right now, stay light on the toes, arms all the way up over the head. Start to get that heart rate up a little bit here. So again, total body. We're going to work through some strength training. We're going to work through a little bit of plyometric work. And then we're also going to throw in a little bit of isometric, that sort of whole position as well. So just get ready for a little bit of everything this morning. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go right into those butt kicks and keep the body moving. Already my hair's falling out. What does that tell you about how this workout's going to go? Come on. All right, here we go. So this is one of those like kitchen sink workouts, right? We're going to do a little bit of everything, hit every muscle group, use all of the equipment you have in your house. It's a good time. Get those heels all the way up. Kick your own butt. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right into high kicks. So, heart rate's up just a little bit here. Blood's pumping a little bit faster. Muscles are starting to warm up. So we're just going to move through all of these dynamic stretches. If you feel anything that is particularly tight or sore, either linger on that stretch or come back to it once we've made it all the way through. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1 more each side. All right, awesome. Knees to chest. Woo! Try not to fall over here. Knee in, big open, and drop. So pull the knee all the way up and into the chest, and then open as wide as you can to this side so you start to feel the glute muscles get to work, and you should be able to feel that hip flexor stretch as you sort of consciously increase that range of motion. And you're starting to work on a little bit of balance here, which is always good. Let's go 1 more each side. Open and down. And down. Go ahead and shake the legs out. Nice wide stance. Arms up and out to the side, and start with those gentle pulls. Right to left, as if someone's holding on to your fingertips and pulling you side to side. Take it nice and slow so that you can really sort of exaggerate the stretch. Hips stay facing forward, shoulders stay facing forward. If you want to throw in that rotation of the backhand, go ahead and do that so the palm rotates behind you and all the way up to the ceiling. Keeping everything nice and even if you can. So that rotation starts to warm up the shoulder, and you should feel the lats sort of wake up a little bit underneath the shoulder. Let's go. 3. Let's go. 2. 1 more pull. All the way over to the other side. Excellent. Shake those arms out. You should feel a little bit of heat in the shoulders and get right into toe touches. So that opposite hand reaches for the opposite toe. Always come back up to the top. Reset those hips. You want to sort of straighten out that spine, so as you reach to the other side, you're going to stretch the right muscles in the right direction. So you're pushing that butt back behind you, feeling that stretch, run up the calves to the hamstrings, across the glutes and into the lower back. And again, you can take this one nice and slow so that you can really exaggerate the depth of the stretch. Let's go in for one more each side. Square out those hips up to the top. All right, nicely done. Shake out the legs. Let's hit the upper body real quick here. I want you to reach that right hand right up to the ceiling. Left hand is at your side, so you're shaped like a windmill here, and you're just going to rotate forward as if you're doing a big, what's that, breaststroke, right? It's been a while. Big breaststroke here, so let your upper body rotate with this movement. 3, 2, and 1, reverse direction. And what you're trying to do is sort of reach as far from the body as you can here. So always thinking about adding length, stretching those muscles out. 3, 2, and 1. And go ahead and shake everything out. All right, we're going to launch into this because we have some work ahead of us. We're going to start with the dumbbells and the mat. So if you have a kettlebell nearby and it's in your way, just get it out of the way. You're not going to need it this round. Here's what we're looking at. 5 exercises. The first 3 are strength. We'll get a little bit of rest in between. We're going to hit a power movement, a plyometric movement, and then from that, we're going to go directly into a hold, okay? So we're going to sort of get the heart rate up there and then force that hold. We're going to go through each circuit 2 times. So to get us started, we're going to start body weight here. And all we're going to do is step back into alternating reverse lunges, all right? So, again, shake anything out. I'm going to start our timer. Is that as loud as it gets? Apparently it is. All right, so start with the feet underneath your hips. We're going to alternate reverse lunge here. So keep that torso upright, nice and tall. You're going to step it back. And constantly moving here. So this is a nice exercise to get started with because right away you have to pay attention to form. Wakes up all the muscles in the lower body. Yeah, nice. As much as possible here, each of these circuits mixes up the muscle groups that we use. The only thing that will sort of hit double muscle in a row is that power movement to a hold. So any strength exercise, we're going to go for a little bit longer. Hold tight. We've got 10 seconds to go. So legs should feel like they're waking up here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. A little bit of a warm-up routine here. So grab your set of dumbbells. And we're going to do an Arnold press, but we're going to hold at the bottom. So dumbbells up at sort of the top of the bicep curl. You're going to push up. And then as you bring it down, you're going to hold for 3, 2, and 1. Push it up. And as you're holding those arms, stay away from the body. 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. Push it up. Yeah. Bring it in. 3, 2, and 1. Push it up. Those forearms are away from the body. Excuse me, upper arms away from the body. So you're holding it strong. 3, 2, and 1. Push it up. Nice straight back here. Bring it in for 3, 2, and 1. Again, last one here. Press it up. Bring it in. 3, 2, and 1. Uncurl and down to the side. All right, we've got a little bit of core now. Remember, core emphasis. So down on the mat. You're going to be in a plank hold. This is an elbow plank hold for this round. Elbows down. And all you're going to do is lock in that plank form. And I want you to dip the right hip towards the mat, up through the center, and left hip down. You don't have to touch the mat with your hip, but all that's moving here is sort of your butt and your hips rotating back and forth. Keep the butt down so that you're holding on to that really nice plank form. And if you can keep that butt down, you're going to really start to feel the obliques do some work. 15 seconds to go. Hold strong. We're coming up on our last little break of this round because we're moving into power and then a hold. 3, 2, and 1. All right, knees down for a little break. Stay on your mat. We're going to go mountain climber into a plank hold. So power, 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 and then slow everything down. So straight arm plank position. Let's hit those mountain climbers. Here we go. You want to draw up towards the chest. Play hot potato with your toes on the ground. Those toes don't stay on the mat for any amount of time. Just keep the body working. Get that heart rate up. Breathe a little bit harder here. Yeah. Push it. We're coming up on our hold, and then I do promise a little bit of a break before we repeat the round. 3, 2, and 1. Step it out and lock in that straight arm plank. This gets a little bit difficult because the heart is pumping, the muscles are in go mode, and all of a sudden you just have to hold everything at a standstill. Really dial in your focus to those ab muscles, pulling in towards the spine. Staying nice and tight all the way through. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and come down and relax. Enough time during this rest period right here to grab some water. And then we're back up on our feet for those reverse lunges. All right, nothing super fancy is changing. We're going to be back into that reverse lunge. The only thing I would say is if you want to grab those dumbbells to add a little bit of challenge, now is the time. So we're starting with those alternating reverse lunges. Stepping back and forward. And you can choose to do these body weight, or you can choose to grab a set of dumbbells. Just let them hang right down at your side. And believe it or not, sometimes it's easier to balance in that reverse lunge with weight. Because if your upper body starts to sort of rock one side or the other, you have a little bit of counterbalance. Yes, nice. Make sure you're taking that big step back, pressing up through the front foot. Should be feeling those leg muscles by now. 10 seconds to go. Nice. Keep the shoulders down and back so that chin stays tall. 3, 2, and 1. Stand up nice and tall. Keep your grip on those dumbbells because we're going right into those Arnold presses. This time, we're still going to hold, but we're going to alternate presses. So, dumbbells up. Start with that right hand. You're going to press up. Bring it in for 3, 2, and 1. There we go. We're going to play with that hold. Press up and bring it in for 3, 2, and 1. Right hand. Press and bring it in. 3, 2, and 1. Left hand press. Bring it in for 3, 2, and 1. Press it up. Make sure those upper arms are staying away from the body so you're in that hold and working hard. 3, 2, and 1. Press that left hand up. Excellent. Bring it in for 3, 2, and 1. Double press. Here we go. Finish it up. Double press up. Bring it in. 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbells down. All right, we're back on the mat. That plank with hip dip. So back in that elbow plank for this next round. Elbows down. Lock in that nice solid plank form first. And then you're going to do that same thing. Rotate right hip down, left hip down. And try not to kick up your quad because that is my MO. And again, the straighter the line that you can sort of keep your body in, the more you're going to feel the obliques, the side of the torso, hit on this exercise. Tilt the hip down, back to the center. Come on. We have 15 seconds to go. We get that mini break, and then we're on to our power movements. Come on. Tight form here. Make sure you're taking those deep breaths in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that little break. Come down, take a couple of deep breaths in. We're going mountain climbers into that plank hold, okay? So that's a rapid fire, no rest transition on this next 2 exercises. Everybody up in that high plank position. Here we go. 30 seconds of mountain climbers. You want to dig in and go a half notch faster than you went last time. So really pushing that cardio button. Pushing the body to do just a little bit more. It's all about that challenge. We've got 10 seconds to go, then we're going to lock in for our plank hold. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lock it in. Slow everything down. Totally adjust your upper body if you need to. You want those hands planted under your shoulders. And think about straight lines from your neck all the way down to your butt, all the way down to your heels, and across the shoulder blades as well. That's where you sort of lose sight of pushing up towards the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down. Take that break. Definitely shake the arms out. That is circuit 1 in the books. Go ahead and grab some water. And we're going to drop into our next round. You can move the mats to the side. You're not going to need it. Let me make sure this is the truth before I say it. You're not going to need it for this circuit. Whew. All right, so same idea here. We're going to start with strength. We're going to finish with power into a hold. The only one, well, there's, I guess, 2 that I want to go through. You're only going to need your kettlebell for this time through. Exercise 1, we're going to do a kettlebell DL to a curl. So what you want to do is have that backwards grip so that you can go deadlift into a curl. All right, exercise 2 is going to be that figure 8. This is the one where we sort of thread the kettlebell through the legs and over to the other side. All right, so really hitting the core on that one. The last one we're going to do is an alternating hand row. So row and then switch over the other side, row and switch, okay? Those are our 3 strength exercises. All of them done with the kettlebell. We'll drop the kettlebell for our power movement. Here we go. All right, so we're going to start with that deadlift to curl, which is that reverse grip on the handles of the kettlebell, feet planted, shoulder width apart. Here we go. In for that deadlift. Stand up nice and tall and curl. Deadlift into that curl. Keep the back nice and straight. I want you to be able to sort of think about balancing a book on your spine as you move the torso forward, right? Boom. Hip parallel to the floor. You want to keep those shoulders back, nice and proud. Yeah, awesome. Push that butt back as far as you can for the deadlift. Squeeze and up. Nice and done. Nice rhythm here too. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Shake everything out. Deadlift is done. We're going to go into that figure 8. So this is going to take a lot of core strength, especially if you're using a heavier kettlebell. Start with the dumbbell up. Handlebar is in one hand. You're going to thread the kettlebell through the legs and back up to that start position. Yep, exactly. So there's a little bit of momentum here to get that kettlebell back up to chest height. Yep, awesome. I think the hardest thing about this movement is figuring out how far apart you want those legs so you're not hitting anything with the kettlebell. Yeah. Now, back stays nice and straight here, right? Core is tight all the way through. And again, the heavier you go with that kettlebell, the more you feel it. Come on, stick with it. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. All right, little break here. Shake everything out. We're going to move into those rows. So hold on to that kettlebell. You're going to bend at the hips. Again, nice straight back, and you're going to alternate rows here. So from that bent over position, 1, switch hands, and 1. And the key here is to keep the chest nice and low and not let the torso open to the side, right? So as you switch hands, this is like that, I don't know why I love this analogy, that Irish step dancing thing, right? Upper body doesn't move. Yeah. Keep that elbow nice and tight to the body. Squeeze at the top. Excellent job here. You're hitting mid-back and lower back because of the hold. We've got 15 seconds to go. Stick with it. Nicely done. Come on. Squeeze at the top. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Kettlebell to the side. All right. No weight here. Our power movement is a touchdown squat pop. So touchdown, touchdown. right into a squat hold, and I'll add some variation there. Here we go. Touch down, in, out, and touch down. In, out, and touch down. Yeah, and that touchdown is a squat, right? Don't just reach. Squat that butt down, and make sure that as you're coming up out of it, popping through those toes. Yeah, nice. All right, so we're coming up on our squat hold, that isometric hold. And we're going to hold that sort of wider squat in 3, 2, and 1. All right, here we go. Down in that squat. And if you've got it in you, or you just want something to sort of occupy your mind, alternate calf raises. So lift that right heel up, and then the left heel. Right and left. So the butt stays low, but you're lifting that heel up and getting a little bit of a workout in those calves. Yeah, nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, and now stand up nice and tall and shake it out. We get a little bit of a break here, so you definitely want to keep the body moving and grab some water. Whew. We're getting the work in today, I promise. All right, we're back at the top, starting with those deadlifts to curl. So, remember with that deadlift, you want the torso to hit parallel to the floor, nice straight back, and bring it all the way back up. Here we go, 3, 2, and 1, push the butt back. Squeeze the glutes, draw everything forward, and curl. Yep. Yep, awesome. And again, I should say that I started everybody off with that reverse hold, but if there's some way of holding a kettlebell, I don't know what it is, but if there's some way that's more comfortable for you, go for it. Your heart rate hopefully is up a little bit from those touchdowns and the hold, which starts to make this movement feel that much more difficult. Nice straight backs on that stand up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, quick break. Enough time to put the kettlebell down and shake everything out. All right, we're going in for figure eights. I want you to lock in your focus on that nice strong core, okay? Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Spread through the legs and over to that other side. Yeah. You just gotta try not to let it go as it moves in between your legs. Been there, done that. Try some kettlebell, that's a great good. Yeah, nice. And again, that core strength becomes so important here because you don't want the weight of the kettlebell to dictate what your body's doing. You sort of want to resist the momentum. Yeah, awesome. Awesome speed. Let's go. 10 seconds. Woo! Keep it moving. Yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Kettlebell down. Another quick break here, and then we're going to go into those rows. So you're probably already feeling that mid back, that lower back. So this is going to hit hard. Here we go. 2 and 1 hips back. Row and switch sides. Yeah. Awesome. Yep. And squeezing at the top. You don't have to hold, but I want you to feel like you could hold if you had to. Dial in that focus. It makes such a difference. Yeah. If your lower back is telling you it's working hard right now, it's because it is. It's been working hard for a little bit here. We've got 15 seconds to go, so try to hold strong. Yeah. Come on. Nice strong back here. Tight core. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and drop that kettlebell to the side. Take these 15 seconds to take a couple deep breaths in. We're going squat pops in that hold with the calf raises. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Let's get that power in. Come on. Yes. Yup. And again, you're looking to push your butt back, really get into that squat, and then pushing through those toes. Give yourself some power. Get that heart rate up there. The harder that you can get your body to work during these exercises, the more time it's going to need to recover. And that's when you reap those benefits for days. 15 seconds. Oh, excuse me, wait, we're doing cardio. 3, 2, and 1. Find that hold. Ooh, that would have been brutal of me, right? Right heel, left heel. Keep that butt low. Right and left. Yeah. And again, those shoulders stay down and back, right? You want to think proud, long spine. Under 10 seconds. If those legs are starting to burn with the calf raises, heck yeah, I'm there with you. 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up, shake those legs out nice. Ooh, there's something about that calf raise that gets the quads going. Ooh. What's the song with the Will Ferrell line? Gets the people going? No. All right, so we're going to head down to the floor for our last circuit. There goes Alexa again. So you're going to want your mat. You're not going to need kettlebells. You can move those off to the side. But you are going to want your dumbbells here, okay? So once again, we're going to go through 3 strength exercises. Is it 3? Nope, I lied. It's 2 strength exercises for this one. Into our cardio and into our hold, okay? So here's what we're looking at. We're going chest presses to start off with. Ground up, boom. All right, we're going to flip it around. We're going to go plank row, hitting the back muscles again. Our cardio is going to be a plank back from that same position. So that bear crawl position, kick the feet back behind you to plank and forward, and then we'll hold that bear crawl, okay? So slightly shorter circuit, but testing the core pretty much throughout the whole thing, okay? So dumbbells in hand, down to the mat, and get yourself mentally prepared for this last circuit. Here we go. That's our 10-second marker. All right, back's flat on the ground, elbows out at a T. Here we go. Press up to the ceiling and right back down. Halfway through, we're going to switch to narrow presses. So right now, we're sort of full on chest, but I want to bring in the triceps a little bit more. So we'll make that switch coming up here in 3, 2, and 1. Same movement, but your hands rotate to the center as your elbows come down so that you're hitting those triceps a little bit more. And I like pairing these two together because you really get the sense of how it changes the muscle group that's working. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbells down. Go ahead and flip it around. We're going to be back in a plank here with a row. Now, if you feel yourself losing form on this one, you can drop your knees because I still want you to get that row. That's the key here. Here we go. Step it out into that plank and row. 1 and 2. And again, as much as possible here, we're looking to lock in form. That butt stays low, which requires you to really focus on that core muscle power. And again, if you need to, go ahead and drop those knees so you can really get that row pull up to the body and back down, feeling super solid and comfortable there. 15 seconds to go. Remember, only 2 strength training exercises in this round. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees come down for quick breaks. So we're going to go bear crawl to plank back, and then bear crawl hold. You can either keep your hands on the dumbbells or move them off to the side and just go straight from the mat. To start us off, we're in that bear crawl, so knees are just up. You're going to pop them back and forward. Back into the plank, and then pop them forward. The knees never touch the mat, but they get down to within an inch or 2 of that mat. The butt stays low. Obviously, you can't get around a little bit of a pop-up as you pop back into plank. Getting ready for that bear crawl hold in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Into that bear crawl. So again, those knees nice and close to the floor. Keep those shoulders over your wrists And keep your back nice and flat here. If you feel it rounding up to the ceiling, pull the hips forward and straighten everything out. Feel those quads burn. Come on. Stick with it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and come down and relax. We've got a 30-second break here, so definitely grab some water. A towel if you have it or need it. And we've got one more round through this circuit, and then this hip workout is done. So, get yourself back into position for those chest presses. And again, we're going to start wide and then bring it in nice and tight to the body halfway through. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Press it up. And if you can, hover those elbows above the ground. Don't bring them all the way down. Try to add as much time under tension as you possibly can this round. Push yourself a little bit further than you think you can take it. Last chest press wide. Bring it in nice and tight to the body. Narrow chest press. Woo, come on. And again, those elbows come in nice and tight. If you can hover them above the mat, do it. 10 seconds. Stay strong with me. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbells down to the front. We've got about 10 seconds to flip it around and get ready for those rows. Here we go. Up in high plank. 3, 2, and 1. Row left and then right. As much as possible. Keep the shoulders and hips facing the mat. Try not to let the body rotate too much as you bring that weight up to your rib cage for your row. Slow and steady wins the race here. And if you can hold on to that plank all the way through, from here to the end, which is what, 20 seconds, try to push the body a little bit longer, a little bit harder, and your body's going to respond. Come on. 10 seconds to go. Coming up on that little break. Deep breath in. 3, 2, and 1. Knees down for a 15-second break. That leaves us with 60 seconds of work to go. Plank back to that bear crawl hold. Push it as hard as you can. 3, 2, and 1. Knees up. Plank back and draw it in. Plank back and forward. It's almost as if you're catching yourself right before those knees touch down. You want to lock it in. Great form starts now. Come on. We're almost there. Whole body's feeling this one. Get ready for that bear crawl hold in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees in. Lock in that form. This is it. Again, you want to try to get those shoulders to be over your wrists. Don't lean it too far back. Keep those knees nice and close to the ground. We have 15 seconds. No matter what you're feeling right now, you can do this for 15 seconds. Come on. Focus on your breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You sit down. Woo! All right. Get those dumbbells right over the way, you guys. Well done. Go ahead and sit back on your heels. Take that mental and physical break after all of that work. Sitting back in that child's pose. Go ahead and reach behind for those toes to give the shoulders a little bit of a break. All right, what I want you to turn your focus to now is your breathing. Deep breaths in. Fill your chest with air. And then slowly exhale and sink a little bit deeper into that stretch. Well, right now we're just sort of relaxing here, right? Go ahead and reach those hands back out in front of you. And pull your body back up onto all fours. We're not going to do bear crawls, I promise. What I want you to do is take a deep breath in and round that back up to the ceiling. Tuck the chin. And then as you exhale, Draw your belly button down towards the mat, deep arch here, and lift the chest and chin. And just move between these two poses, totally according to your own breathing pattern, which at this point, I want you to purposely slow down, slow that heart rate down. And basically, we just want to tell the body that, all right, workout's done. Time to switch gears into recovery mode. Time to get stronger. Go ahead and move through one more of each pose. And then go ahead and come back to neutral here. I want you to step it out into that high plank position real quick. And then you're going to walk that right foot forward in between the hands. So the right foot is in between both hands, left foot is behind you. Just gently use your body weight to pull forward into that front heel. It doesn't have to hurt. In fact, it shouldn't hurt. You're just looking to feel a little bit of a stretch through that left leg, that left hip, basically. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and step that right foot back out and bring the left foot forward. 1 or 2 steps in. And then again, just gently bringing your body weight forward onto that front heel. The stretch has shifted over to that right hip flexor. 3, 2, and 1. Step it back out into high plank. I want you to lift your hips up towards the ceiling just a little bit here. Walk your hands in into down dog. Woo, almost kicked my water over. All right, so again, we're looking at just using body weight here to draw the upper body into this stretch. At this point, you should feel your heart rate sort of approaching normal again. Body temperatures coming back down to normal. Go ahead and relax the shoulders and walk the toes forward to your hands into that forward fold. Still working on those deep breaths. This time, as you exhale, I want you to sort of start at your calves and exhale any tension you're feeling there. Sink into that stretch. Go ahead and move up to your hamstrings. Up over the glutes to the lower back. All the way up to the shoulders, your neck. And just exhale everything right out those fingertips. 3, 2, and 1. Gently roll those shoulders up to the ceiling. Stand up nice and tall. And give me 3 big shoulder rolls back behind you. Woo! I'm sweating off of that one. Nicely done.